I've just been reading into what I've been doing with my sniffing of field lines. It turns out that you can actually see field lines, you can see atomic field lines, you can, the way they found the hydrogen atom and, hold on, what else was it? I forgot now. Blah 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 blah. Do. Oh god, here we go. No, the way they found a few of these smaller atoms, cesium and thallium and other stuff, I can't remember exactly what all of them were now, was they use a spectrophotometer. Now, I've just been looking at these spectrophotometers, and they look like little lab equipment, probably got big ones now, yeah, but to see the Earth's field lines you need a pissing massive one, wouldn't you, like out in space. They've probably got them on satellites now, if they're anything worth their salt, like, yeah, they'll have these things out in space and they'll be looking at these field lines and they'll see what I've been saying on these videos is correct. So you might be calling me mad for sniffing field lines, and how I worked out how to sniff a field line is absolutely miraculous. But I've just been writing down all this crap because I was researching helium-3 and I can't remember what I was researching, protium and some other stuff as well. What was it? There we go. Tritium, deuterium, protium and other stuff. Just trying to help you lot out so I can explain it a bit better to you, and I came up against this spectro something or other, I can't remember what it is now, like, yeah. But basically that's how this doof 300 years ago came up with he sort of detected the electromagnetic structure of protons and neutrons, and he did it by looking at the colours, the way light shines through it, and just, you know, and then you could see the different lines as it went out, like, yeah. Anyway, so you don't have to sniff it, you can go and spend a couple of £100 million on a spectrophotometer if you want to. I can't afford a spectrophotometer, so I use my nose, a piece of gypsum board and a piece of paper, and a bloody strong magnet and a load of really fine iron filings. And my brain. I use my nose and my brain and a quiet room to prove a point. And these flying, even though the magnets should be attracting all the metal to it, it's actually spitting particles out as well, which means the field lines are going both ways, and it's not coming all out one side, going all the way around the table and coming back underneath the table, yeah. It's spinning them out in this kind of direction like that, and it's fragment flipping. At a certain point the field has to go from north to south, it has to flip from north to south, which means the fragment flip has to happen. You have to have a flipping of fragments. And if you're looking at the smallest fragments and they're, let's say you've got a proton or a neutron, one's positively charged, one's negatively charged, but you've got a north and a south, haven't you? You've got to flip from north to south. There's got to be a flip go on. Or you've got to have all neutrons on one side and all protons on the other side, which isn't going to happen. And if it is, that explains why all the positively charged atoms are arranged around the positive side of the field in space, in 3D space, in my room. If you want to explain it that way, or another way of explaining it is they're coming out, going round and flipping. They're actually flipping. They're turning. They're flipping. Yeah, my fragment flipping universe is flipping great. You use a spectrometer to watch it, but you have to slow it down. You have to get a spectrophotometer, and you have to have what's we call it? Oh, what do they call it? I'll bring another one. A spectrophotometer, something called that. I'll work it out and I'll call it whatever it's supposed to be. A high speed, ultra high speed, ultra high speed spectrophotometer. Yeah, I've got a tometer. I've got a spectrophotometer, a spectrophotometer. Buzzing out, Tom now with a spectrophotometer. It's a tometer, a photometer, a strophotometer, a ectrophotometer, a spectrophotometer. Let's start talking German gibberish. It's a ultra high speed spectrophotometer. It's a UHS spectrophotometer. It's a spectrophotometer exercise actuator. Let's get along with a spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometer analyzer. Yeah, it's a spectrophotometer analyzing. Spectrophotometer analyzing Raging Maniac machine. Yeah, it's a spectrophotometer analyzing Raging Maniac machine. That's what you need. So you need a supermassive spectrophotometer analyzing machine. Okay, so that's what you need. So let's read this, we'll write it out in German, like I do. If you look at my file names, they're all German file names. It's a ultra massive Yeah, hello. Yeah, speaking. You certainly did. You're not going to be. Yeah, come on. Thank you very much, Mark. That isn't going to affect me coming into the store and shopping, is it? Okay. Right. So he just discussed it. Yeah, so he just discussed it, as you can see. So does that mean I'm not going to come to the store tomorrow? And he says, well, well, they're going to come tomorrow, and then they're going to take statements, and then they're going to make, and I think they're going to find you guilty. So he's obviously in the shit. Because he's just discussed it. I'm not allowed to discuss these things with you. I'm not allowed to discuss these things with you, but I will discuss it with you.